I'm here with Matthias. Why don't you tell us a little bit about where you're from and kind of your background in flying?
Yeah, so I come from France. I run a flight school in Aix-en-Provence, and I'm also a factory pilot for helicopter Guimbal. And my experience is mainly CFI, training PPL and commercial students. And most of my experience now as a CFI is on the Cabri.
Okay.
Still some experience on Robinson helicopters too, R22, and no more R22 anymore, but still a 44 a little bit.
Yeah.
But my main experience now is training on the Cabri.
Awesome. And so you say you're a factory training pilot. So what are you doing here? Like you're visiting us here in Canada?
Yeah, I'm visiting North America actually. For the factory, I have different type of flights, and my reason of being here is we do a instructor factory training. Mm-hmm. So this course is a half a day of theory about the specifics of the Cabri. And then it's 2 flights of about roughly an hour for each instructor, each CFI.
Yeah.
And the goal is to improve the knowledge of the Cabri for every school, every flight instructor, technical knowledge, and then trying to make some kind of standardization on the training on the Cabri, to make it as safe as possible. You know, the Cabri is a safe helicopter, safe training helicopter, and but it has some specifics who needs to be understood, and this way can fly it safely and train it safely with the Cabri.
Awesome. Yeah. So
that's the goal.
That's the goal. Fantastic. So as we usually talk about, safety is obviously number one, paramount, most important thing. And so it's been now 5-6 years since I was at the factory for the type training for the aircraft. And so then when Matthias offered to come and do some training with us, I was super excited because, as you know, over time, knowledge increases, standardization, some of the things that you're teaching us now over time have morphed.
And this course we do it all around the world in many schools now all around the world operating the Cabris. Some schools like you have a big experience in the Cabri, and it's also not coming and telling you what to do. It's more like picking some information and some tips of how you train on the Cabri, and sharing that with all the schools, and trying to make like a combination of all these tips picked up all around the world. So that's the goal.
Absolutely. And I already mentioned to you earlier, it was really neat. Yesterday in the classroom there was all kinds of questions we had, right?
Yeah.
Things that we've been doing a certain way, maybe things that we've picked up from, like you said, from other aircraft that we've flown and have done in certain ways because of that. But neat to see some of the reasons behind the way that you train from the factory, the way that you do, and with your experience in the Cabri at the factory, you're right where the factory is, right? So you get to see firsthand, talk to the engineers, and really understand the reasons why that you train the way that you do, right? At the factory.
Exactly.
So it's been a really good reset. We've just left the airport here, and we've just come up on the mountains here to do a little bit of mountain flying, and then we're going to head out back. On our way back, we're going to do a whole bunch of emergencies and stuff, full down autos and that. So I'll bring you along on some of that as well. You can see Matthias as he's showing some examples of how he does that. And so hopefully you can learn some safety tips. And this is maybe people even in other schools that haven't had a chance to do the factory training. Maybe this is your kick in the pants to say, hey, let's get Matthias over, or one of the other factory pilots there, and just kind of give us a reset. Or maybe you're starting to get into a Cabri for the first time, and you decide, hey, let's do this right off the bat. Let's get our practices in line with the factory, and that's the goal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And even people with a lot of experience instructing, can learn all kinds of new things. I'm learning things while in the classroom. I learned a ton of stuff. I'm sure I'm going to learn a bunch of stuff from you today flying. Even though I have over 5,000 hours of flying and a lot of instructing experience, I'm always open to learning new things and improving on the way we do them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's have fun together and
Thank you.
learn some things. Thank you so much for coming.
In the same way, enter failure. 3, 2, 1. Alright, slowing down gently.
Traffic, Cessna 172, Lima, Tango Lima, currently at the apron. I'll be taxiing on Alpha to runway 07 run up.
Yeah, that's good. It's gonna be a start that flare.
Higher flare.
Start of a harder flare. Level and push.
Exactly. Nice. Smooth.
That's fine.
Alright, I have controls. Next one is a 30 knots.
Okay, here controls.
I controls.
2100, we'll be climbing to 2500 and we'll be switching over the frequency to Suma.
Clock data helicopter Alpha Bravo Echo departing 07, remaining in the circuit.
Okay, so 30 knot auto will be more to land in a very confined landing spots.
Right.
Okay. It helps a lot also on the management of your glide, of where you're gonna end up.
Yes.
It's gonna be a very steep descent, of course.
Yeah.
No real flare. It's gonna be a very baby flare, like about 10 degrees nose up, something like this, no more.
Yeah.
Hold that attitude and caution the landing with the collective. Just
Alpha to the west hangars.
just before the touchdown, level.
Angelo traffic Alpha Bravo Echo and downwind for 07. Just checking if the Cessna is rolling or going to wait. I will roll actually right now. That's perfect. We'll take it out a little bit longer then for you, Alpha Bravo Echo. Thank you. Halifax traffic, Lima, Tango Lima will be rolling on 07. We'll be right down departure.
Okay, we actually can start from the hovering out of ground effect.
Yeah.
Okay, another rotation in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that's scary. Alright. Just picking up a bit of speed to get on the runway, as a 30 knot will be a steep descent. Okay, we are back to 30. Okay, speed is good, around 30 knots. I'm gonna wait. A little bit of pitched up attitude and lift slowly the collective and touch down, leveled. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one reduces a lot the margins. You really have to make sure you've got 30 knots and not below.
Yeah.
And you see it's this small nose up attitude, which
Right downwind to 07. It will be departure towards...
which is not decreasing and almost not decreasing this sync rate. It really then comes with the collective up.
Yeah. Okay.
The drift on the ground is pretty similar to the full down. It's
Yeah.
not long, a little bit longer sometimes, but still pretty efficient. And when you have a nice headwind, like 20, 25, 30 knots of headwind, you're like
Straight down.
vertical, and you can't even aft cycling because you would go backward.
Backwards. Alright, we're gonna enter 3, 2, 1, enter. Throttle off. For now, we'll just keep our speed where it is.
make the runway, so we'll start slowing it down. Level at 30.
Everything is good, so now we need a little bit of pitch up. Yeah, good. But you can definitely feel how smaller at the margins. Like you feel like it's the timing is essential, and your cushioning on the collective has to be at the good timing too. So.
And if you were in a situation where you had not a good landing spot, you'd probably want to flare a bit more abruptly.
A bit more and hold more. The attitude nose up will slow you down a little bit more.
Yeah. Ah, interesting.
Have you ever been up in an auto?
Up? Like
up?
Gone
Yeah.
up?
Okay.
There you go.
Alright, back to 50. The flare comes here, a lot of energy in this one, so slowly, you see, a bit lower.
You really like to dump that collective, don't you?
Yeah, you're not used to that.
No, I usually like butter it down, taper it up.
I'll show you the engines failure during takeoff.
Okay,
So we killed them.
I know. So hard on them.
Okay, I'm going to backtrack the runway. I want to the wall runway.
Sancho, helicopter off Bravo Echo, backtracking 07 for departure.
Okay, so we've got the 50 feet on the altitude indicator, 50 knots climbing, so speed is good, 50 to 55, and it's 100 feet, 150, 200 feet engine failure. So you see I maintain the attitude, RPM are going to pick up right now in the flare. It's more aggressive flare. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, if I want to take back the speed, I will lose too much RPM. So I just hold the attitude, wait, and then the aggressive flare makes the RPM back a bit in the green, and I recover that.
Yep.
The last one is the engine failure.
500 for Euro and Denver.
Is the engine failure during takeoff on the ground like this? Is it okay if we do it on
Let's taxi past him and then we can do it once we're behind
like this. He's not going to look at us.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so going through ETL and engine failure. So level, a lot of left pedal and cushion the landing. Long slide.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Bruno promised if we wear out his shoes, he'll replace them for free.
Yeah, sure, don't worry. It's you know, it's super strong. We do it live.
I know.
Thousands of autos and without replacing it.
Yeah.
The other one, you know, we were talking about, but it's tricky a bit more, is like this kind of engine failure. But anyway, you really want to make sure that the throttle is fully closed.
Yeah, on the concrete actually it's not too bad like this.
Yeah.
On the grass, I'd be a little bit more concerned about getting sideways.
Yeah. You want to do a few more full downs?
Yeah, I'll do, I'm going to do...
Helicopter off Bravo Echo, departing 07, remaining with target.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll do a abbreviated circuit. I'll come in at about 200 feet on the approach, and then I can do a simulated low level as if I was departing.
Engine failure during the approach at 200 feet?
Yeah, as like kind of pretending we're on departure, but doing it on the approach instead, just so we can do it in the circuit here.
Yep.
There, there's 250 feet.
Yep.
Back it off slowly to around 55 knots, 50 knots.
Back traffic, Cessna 172, Papa Tango Papa Quebec, main apron taxiing Delta Alpha runway 25.
Alright, there's our height, speed's good, gonna enter, 3, 2, 1, enter. Alright, maintain, flare.
And you see you can help a little bit with a little bit of collective into the flare. You see, just like
Just to keep
1 inch of collective into the flare, it stabilizes a bit your flare.
Okay. Push that tail a little bit higher off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good. Oh, can you do one jam pedal in flight?
Yeah.
Your controls?
My controls.
Jam.
So interesting is, okay, lower the collective, nose goes to the right, lift the collective, nose goes to the left. Pretty much almost the axis, okay, with that power, okay, with that torque, okay, 74%. So means that we're gonna touch the ground with roughly that power. Turn down. And just then you slow down like this, a bit of half cyclic, and slowly down lower the collective. Not too much.
I can feel your pedals in there.
A little bit, yeah, the end.
But not much.
Hard to not move.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that was actually really good.
You really can do all the way without throttle management.
Yeah.
You really can do, but it's it's different. And I usually practice with more right pedal. Okay. So let's say just beginning during the takeoff. Okay, pedals got stuck like this.
Yeah.
Okay, it means I got more right pedal, more nose to the right, and I will be able to slow down more. Okay. Okay, it's gonna spin faster to the left, especially because of that wind to the left, and pretty much probably go like this.